are on our way to Glasgow from Inverness, and this route is supposed to be the most beautiful, most scenic of what? Europe? In the world.
Which this one website.
One website said that, and it is beautiful, and I'm gonna try to get a little footage, but it's just not easy sometimes. The beautiful stuff passes us before I can get the footage, so we're just gonna enjoy the ride before we make a connection, because this train's going to London, and we're not going to London. So we have arrived, and this is
the last leg of our Scottish tour.
we had a little bit of a connection in Stirling, and now we are going to try to find our way to our hotel. If you can hear us above all the trains. This really cool little pub called Babbity Bouster. Look at this. I guess it's more of a restaurant than a pub. For lunch. Today we are taking a hop-on, hop-off bus tour around Glasgow, and it's really cool. We have some stops that, it's very noisy. We have some stops that we want to make as we look around and learn all about Glasgow. It's been really great. We did have some not too cold but wet, rainy weather. We were sitting in the back this morning when we started.
Right-hand side, the white building, the Anchor Line, that's where you would buy your tickets to go in the 1700s, to go to Australia, Canada, America. The Citizen on the right-hand side with the Citizen newspaper. A little building coming into view on the left-hand side. Now this building was brought over stone by stone from the original site at Glasgow University and brought over here. Coming into view, Glasgow University on our left-hand side, designed by George Gilbert Scott, and you can see the vaulted tower at the top. This was designed by his son John Aldridge Scott on the left-hand side. So this is Glasgow University, and the entrance into the Glasgow University and the Interior Museum is through that little archway there on the left. A restaurant called the Ox and Finch, which is along here on the left-hand side.
With the murder of a wealthy spinster by the name of Marion Gilchrist, which took place down to the right here in 1908. Now, Oscar Slater did have a criminal record.
And this was all part of his 4 miracles. Where's the bird that never flew? Where's the tree that never grew? Where's the fish that never swam? Where is the bell that never rang? These are all stories depicting his 4 miracles. And that's here on the left-hand side. So Glasgow Cathedral is our next stop.
Right now we are walking through a graveyard in Glasgow, and this is the Glasgow Cathedral that we just walked through. The background is beautiful. They do have some scaffolding on the spire, but it's really beautiful, and we're overlooking the city of Glasgow. We're going to walk around the University of Glasgow, which is where we are right now. This is just beautiful, and we have been so blessed. It was supposed to be cold and rainy all day, and it did rain on us a little bit last night, and then again when we were on the bus, we were at the top, so we did get a little wet, but it's just beautiful. It's cool and sunny and dry so far. Christy and I stopped at the Willow, which was designed and created by Charles Rennie McIntosh, the artist who is most famous and popular from Glasgow. And this is such a wonderful experience. We're next to the street, busy street, and you probably can't hear it, but the female bagpiper is right outside the window, so we're listening to that. There's Mindy. Say hi, Mindy.
Hello.
Shipbuilding companies, and during the 1100s time, the knights came here to practice their jousting and horseback. Way back in the 1100s time, when it was all fields and farms. Would have lowered you to the tunnel leading beneath the Clyde, to the underground tunnels, which would have led you to this rotunda on the right, or to the opposite one, which is now sealed off today, sadly.
It would lower them down,
Have a wonderful
and
time.
then the one on the other side.
Have a great day, okay? Thank you so much for joining. On the right, the old schoolhouse, which is now a restaurant and a great white bar outside on the right.
Well, one of our stops on the Hop On Hop Off tour in Glasgow was the Kelvin Grove Museum, which we didn't have enough time for. We could have spent an entire day there practically.
Lots of very cool impressionist paintings. If we had time, there's all kinds of Scottish history in there. We saw, we found a picture of FDR, a statue of FDR.
And Winston
and
Churchill,
Dali.
Salvador Dali.
Is it maybe my favorite I've ever seen?
Oh, church bells. Actually, these are probably the university bells. We're walking along this really cool path right now on our way to the University of Glasgow, which is very Harry Potterish, we were told.
This one here is a King's Barnes. This is a new one from the King's Barnes. It's called Duke. It's 7 years old and it's made in bourbon and STR casks. So STR is shaved, toasted and recharged red wine casks. This one is increasingly becoming one of my favourites. It's really, really cool. Yeah, have a smell of it, see what you think.
last night here, Mindy's deciding to try some whiskey.
This is probably the best pub in Scotland. Someone just told us. 3 ordered whiskeys, and I'm having one, and I'm done.
Probably the best pub in Glasgow.
The best.
Oh, not probably.
Without question.
Without question. The best pub in Glasgow. It's the Pot Still pub that is how old? At 8 in the morning. Actually, our room that we stayed in last night here in Glasgow is right above the pub, and it's so charming and so wonderful, and it wasn't noisy. It wasn't like it was loud and noisy above a pub. But we're having breakfast in our little pub, and then in a bit we are going to take a plane from Glasgow to Dublin for our last few days. We're so excited. Mindy, we are on our way to the airport. We're double-decker bus. We are at the front of the double-decker. So cool.
Bye, Glasgow.
Goodbye, Glasgow.
Squinty Bridge.
Squinty Bridge.